Hey everybody, Harold here. Continuing in the Polars tutorial series. Today I want to talk to you about the select. Select is one of the four main contexts in Polars. We're going to talk about select context operations on data frames. One note, Polars is immutable. When I start creating things called result below, it's returning a new data frame. There is no in-place modification. So select, we had our data frame. Let's pull our data frame up here again. We'll put a new code cell in. Move that up. We'll print df one more time. So I want to take this data frame and select only the name and age column. And this is where I think Polars gets a lot more SQL-like than pandas. So I can say result equals df dot select. And in this case, I can just say name age. Then I want to print result. So I have a 3x2 data frame, name and age. Select in parentheses column name in quotes. If you don't like a column name, you can do that with select. You can rename columns using alias. So I want to rename the is employed column to working question mark and just select the name and working column. So in this case, I would say result equals df.select. We want the name column. We don't want to do anything to it. So we'll just say name. If we want to change something, we have to use pl.call. And that lets us perform expressions representing on columns in a data frame. So the column I currently have is employed. I don't like that. Decided I want to call it working question mark. We use alias like as. Import pandas as PD, import polars as PL, or in SQL, name a column with an alias using as. So then I just put the new name in parentheses and quotation mark, working question mark. Is that person working? And then that should be it. And I print results. Oh, now I have a shape 3-2 column data frame, string and boolean, name and working question mark instead of is employed. Another thing you can do in select is perform basic calculations. For some reason you wanted to double the age column. Result equals df dot select. Again, name because we just want the name. We don't want to do anything to it. Age, we need to use PL call because we're going to perform some kind of expression or operation on this column. What we want to do is just times 2. Polars uses basic math arithmetic operators. So star is multiply. We'll do data types later. Then we just want to print result. So Raj is now 42, Bev is 62, and Ken is 86. So that's double 21, double 31, double 43. So we took pl.col on the age column and doubled it, doing a calculation right here in select. If we want to add a column, like a calculated column, derived column, we can do that using select. I want to add a Boolean column called tall. I want it to return true if height is greater than 6.0, and I want to display the name, height, and tall columns. So there I could say result equals df.select. We wanted the name, the height, and the tall column. We don't have it. We already have name and height, so let's just put those in as they are. Then we'll do a PL call operation on the height column. We'll need to put this whole thing in parentheses. PL call height greater than 6.0. And we'll call that column tall. So that's how the Boolean operation works. PL.column height greater than 6.0. It's going to create a new column called tall. If they're taller than 6.0, it's going to say true. If they're not, it's going to say false. So let's print the result on that. And we see Raj 5.2 is false. Bev at 5.1 is false. Paul Ken here at 6.3 is true. So we've added a Boolean derived column using the select. This is kind of a silly example, but create a column with just one value in it. There's something called pl.lit, pl.lit. I'm just going to say create a column called value whose only value is the string name. Select name and value. So I want a column with their names in it, and then a whole column that just says name. Not a good example for the real world, but it'll show you what pl.lit does. And we'll use it more later in real examples. So result equals df.select. And you can say pl call name. You just don't have to. You can just put name. Then you want a pl.lit, the literal column. pl.lit, column of all one value. And you got to give it a name. So we'll alias that. And like I said, we'll just call it value, something silly. Then from there, we'll print result. And I now have a 3x2 data frame, rock webkin, name. That's just pl.lit showing you how to create a literal constant column using select. Okay, that's it for select. In the next one, we'll move on to filtering, where it starts to get a lot more powerful. Um, I hope you liked this one. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.